I think you may just want to state again for the record the place, date, and time of the meeting, just for one more.
Okay. Yes. Unfortunately, I've got it over here on my other computer. I'll do it by memory. So again, making a general announcement that tonight's Planning Commission meeting will be adjourned to next Wednesday, July the 30th at 6 p.m. And there will be a new Zoom link and a new agenda posted for the meeting next week on the city's website and at City Hall as required by the Brown Act.
Sorry, Ned, I think you mentioned, I think you stated July 30th.
Excuse me, I meant June 30th, excuse me. Yeah. Next Wednesday at June 30th at 6 p.m. we will be meeting. And all of the items, the two public hearings items on tonight's agenda will be heard at that time. One item is an amendment to the zoning ordinance related to accessory dwelling units. And the other item is an 87-unit affordable housing project on Sango Court. Again, both of those items will be heard at our special Planning Commission meeting next Wednesday, June 30th at 6 p.m. And we'll just stay in about every few minutes. I'll make that same announcement again, like a broken record. Chair Tao, I don't know if there's anything else you want to add. There isn't really anything else to add for tonight.
No, just sign on just in case that needed. So here, and so I am leaving at this moment.
Okay, and Liz, were you able to reach? It looks like you were able to reach all of the other planning commissioners.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
I contacted them all, and they all answered their phone.
Oh, you were very lucky. That's good.
I know.
They were ready for the meeting tonight.
Miss Medina, if you will buy a couple of lotto tickets for me, I appreciate it.
Oh, I will. Today?
Well,
scratchers? No.
Anything you buy, I will take. Okay, so with that said, and I shall be leaving, and good to see the three staff members here, and we'll adjourn to next Wednesday evening, 6 o'clock.
Okay, thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Ned, would you like me to stay on as well, or?
You can go if you want. I think Liz and I can handle it. So if you make sure if that announcement is sufficient, and I think we'll do it every 10 minutes or so. And then it looks like, it looks like all the attendees left, so I guess, but yeah, we'll wait about 20 minutes. We'll shorten it up a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Martin, for your help. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
I thought the chair would make a comment about my not wearing a tie.
Oh, wow. He's ready to go and enjoy this beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Attached it.
Liz, did you, so I sent over the revised agenda. As soon as you have a Zoom link, you can just throw it on.
So you wanted to, the one that you sent me, the multifamily was still first. You want me to move the ADU first, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I switched it around. I must have sent you the wrong one, but yeah, if you would
That's
mind,
good. I got it.
If you wouldn't mind switching them around, we'll do ADUs first.
Okay.
That was the chair. The chair caught that. He goes, "Oh, well, since we're doing it, let's just switch those around." I'm like, "Yep, we can do that."
Excellent.
We were going to do it anyway, but it seemed like the people who were online, they understood, and one of them said thanks, so that's good.
And this is Mike. Will you be sending an adjournment
Yeah,
notice?
I just placed it in the folder.
Okay.
I just
All right,
have
thank
to,
you.
and I created a new one for June 30th. So you could just double check my work and delete the other ones.
Sounds
Yeah,
good. Thank you.
Yeah, Mike, when you post that online, if you could post the new agenda with the notice of adjournment, the two documents have to go together if that's possible.
I'll send it to you shortly.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I'll drop that in there too, actually.
Did you get
okay, so
is that with the new link to the meeting?
No, not yet. It's a draft. And then we could always update it
Oh, great.
once we have the Zoom link.
I'm sitting here, I'm in my office and I looked up at my bulletin board and I have, we haven't been around. So I've got all of my dates for 2020 and I actually have dates for 2019 that I think that's way over. While we're sitting here, I should send I don't know, I won't. Just by way of announcement for anyone who may be joining the meeting via live stream, I don't think they would show up on our Zoom link. So by way of announcement, the Planning Commission meeting for tonight has been adjourned to next Wednesday, June 30th at 6 p.m. It was brought to our attention that there was an issue with the posting of the notice at City Hall as required under the Ralph M. Brown Act. So out of an abundance of caution, the Planning Commission decided to adjourn their meeting to next week. All items on the agenda for tonight, or two public hearing items, will be heard next week. Again, the meeting has been adjourned to Wednesday, June 30th at 6 p.m. and all items will be heard at that time. So there will be no Planning Commission meeting tonight. We apologize for any inconvenience.
so net there were 4 watching via Facebook and YouTube, and then 1 dropped off. So you still have 3 watching.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And again, for the 3 who are watching via, did you say Facebook? Or if you're watching via any of the other online options for the meeting, tonight's Planning Commission meeting has been adjourned to a special meeting next Wednesday at 6 p.m. We apologize for the inconvenience. There was an issue with the posting of the agenda at City Hall as required by the Ralph M. Brown Act. So out of an abundance of caution, to avoid any violation of that act, the city attorney's office advised that we adjourn the meeting to next week. So the meeting will be noticed at City Hall and on the website with the agenda. It will look exactly like tonight's agenda. It's essentially the same meeting, but we are required to provide the agenda to the public for a certain amount of time. So in order to do that, we've moved the meeting or adjourned the meeting to next Wednesday, June 30th at 6 p.m. And there will be a new link to the meeting posted with the agenda on the city's website and at City Hall, as noted. Oh, I see on our Zoom meeting too that we've been joined by a member of the public, Mr. Mehta. Mr. Mehta, I just have been making a notice. The Planning Commission Secretary and I are here and the IT department. We're just letting everyone know that tonight's Planning Commission meeting has been adjourned to next Wednesday, June 30th at 6 p.m. All of the items on tonight's agenda will be continued to next week. This was done because earlier this afternoon, it was brought to our attention that the meeting had not been properly posted at City Hall. The agenda is required to be posted on our meeting board prior to the meeting, and that was overlooked. So we will post the agenda and the notice of adjournment on the board tomorrow. The new meeting will also be posted on the city's website for next week, and all of the meeting items for tonight will be heard at next week's meeting. Again, that will be held on Wednesday, June 30th at 6 p.m. And we look forward to having you join us then for the two public hearing items. There's one item related to, it's a zoning ordinance text amendment related to accessory dwelling units. And the other item is an 87 unit multifamily residential building on Sango Court. And we look forward to hearing both of those items next week on June 30th at 6 p.m. Public hearing with the Planning Commission, and all members will be present next week. Liz, we needed Avery here with his nice music to play. Oh, you're muted.
You like his music, huh?
Well, he did such a nice job. It was a week ago, well, I guess in a little, that we were doing the workshop on short-term rentals. If anyone is interested in that topic, the video has been posted on the city's website under short-term rentals. And it was a very good workshop that was prepared and presented by our assistant planner, Avery Stark, last week. And again, we apologize for the inconvenience, but again, making just a general announcement that tonight's Planning Commission meeting has been adjourned to next Wednesday at 6:00 p.m. Earlier this afternoon, it was brought to our attention that the agenda for tonight's meeting had not been posted on the notice board at City Hall as required under the Ralph M. Brown Act, which is the state of California's open meeting law. So out of an abundance of caution to avoid any violation of the Brown Act, in consultation with the city attorney's office and the Planning Commission chair, tonight's Planning Commission meeting has been adjourned to next Wednesday, June 30th at 6 p.m. It will be a special meeting. All items that were originally scheduled for tonight's regular meeting will be held at next week's special meeting, again, starting at 6:00 on Wednesday, June 30th. One item is a zoning ordinance amendment, text amendment related to accessory dwelling units. And the other item is an 87 unit multifamily residential building on Sango Court. And the details of both of those items are included in the staff reports that are posted on the city's website. And you can find those under the Planning Commission tab. They will be available both for tonight's meeting, and we will repost them for the special meeting that will be held next Wednesday, June 30th at 6 p.m. And we look forward to having you join us at that time, and the Planning Commission will be here to hear both items, have presentations from staff and also presentations from the applicant in the case of 308 Sango Court, as well as questions and deliberation by the Planning Commission. And then they will be making a recommendation to the council on the item related to ADUs. That's an ordinance, so the council will hear that and make final decision. The other item, the 87 unit multifamily building at 308 Sango Court, is a site development permit, and it will be heard by the Planning Commission. A final decision by the Planning Commission too.
Yay, I have the Zoom registration link.
Oh, great.
Thank you, Rochelle. Let's see here. So many folders open. So many folders open. Let's see here. Let me see.
Yeah, so that will be a little scrambling for you, Liz. We'll get I guess, I don't know, is Karen here during the day that she will be able to post that in the noticing board or someone from the clerk's office will be here.
Yeah, I'm gonna make arrangements tomorrow morning.
Okay, and then we'll have, of course, we'll have to post the new meeting stuff on the
Website. Mike
the
and I
web.
got that. Yeah.
Mike,
Mhm.
yeah, you got that covered. So,
Oopsie. Is there any more people?
well, we still have one.
Oh,
Just one.
Mr. Meta is here still. Okay.
Yeah, so we have attendee. Mike, do we still have anyone on either on the live stream via YouTube or Facebook?
The Facebook dropped off, but you still have a couple on YouTube, and they could just be, have it open and walked away. Oh, actually, they just drop off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll wait a few more minutes. I'll make one more announcement and then I think we'll be good. Good evening, everyone. We will make one final announcement for anyone who's joining via live stream or on the Zoom call. Looks like we still have one member of the public. So tonight's regular planning commission meeting has been adjourned to next Wednesday, June 30th at 6 p.m. All of the items on tonight's agenda will be heard at that time. There are two public hearing items. One is a zoning ordinance text amendment related to accessory dwelling units, ADUs, and a few minor adjustments to our City of Milpitas zoning ordinance for ADUs to bring our local ordinance into compliance with recent changes in state law. And the other item is an 87-unit multifamily residential development at 308 Sango Court. This is located in the city's transit area specific planning area, also known as the Metro Plan area. And it's a 100% affordable project. And both of those items, again, will be heard next Wednesday at a special meeting of the Planning Commission starting at 6 p.m. We apologize for any inconvenience. Tonight's meeting was adjourned due to an issue with posting of the city's agenda at City Hall. This was brought to our attention earlier this afternoon by a member of the public. And out of an abundance of caution to avoid any possible violation of the Brown Act, which is the state of California open meeting law, again, out of an abundance of caution, it was decided that we should adjourn tonight's meeting to a special meeting to be held next Wednesday, June 30th at 6 p.m. And that was to allow city staff to post the agenda for tonight's meeting at City Hall as required under the state law. So with that, tonight's meeting is there will be no planning commission meeting held tonight, no items to be heard tonight. Again, that meeting and that hearing, those hearings have been postponed or adjourned to next week, next Wednesday, 6 p.m. At this same, via Zoom meeting. There will be a new Zoom link posted with the meeting agenda for next week. That will be posted on the city's website either tonight, probably later today, or tomorrow it will also be there. The notice of adjournment and the meeting, the meeting agenda for next week, special meeting agenda will both be posted on the city's website. And it will also be available, posted at the city's board. Oh, Liz, I'll talk, yeah. So anyway, again, tonight's meeting the items have been postponed to next week, June 30th at 6 p.m. Liz, I just received a text from the city clerk, and she said if you're still at City Hall, which I am, I can post the notice on the board, and she has given me directions where the key is. So if you want me to do that, I can take care of that as soon as we're done here. Oh, you're muted.
I'm muted. I'm always muted. Okay, good. Yay, is the key.
Liz, there are a lot of people who I wish had a mute button that I could mute them, but you're not one of them. So we love to hear from you.
I'm always muted.
Yeah. Oh, at least like I have a. Oh, I am getting a note from Milpitas IT that there's a special youth advisory committee meeting on the June 30th at 7 p.m. Yikes. I wonder if
I didn't see that on the calendar. I just saw.
Yeah, it's a special meeting. Maybe it's a youth advisory meeting. Maybe we can, well, we'll have to work that out with Renee.
Is that Renee?
Yeah.
Because I checked the calendar with city.
It's Anthony. And
Is
we
it
have,
Tashara?
yes, and we have been working, the Youth Advisory Commission meetings have been rescheduled so many times, and this is the only time that the youth commissioners are available because of their graduations and other stuff. That's why we rescheduled them.
Oh dear. So we won't be, is their meeting also live streamed on our channels?
Yes, all commission meetings.
Maybe I should have stuck with yours, Liz. Do we have anything on Tuesday night?
The June 29th?
Yeah,
Yeah, we have Science Tech
yeah,
at
that's
7
right.
p.m. because we booted them out this past Monday because of the special meeting of council.
Okay. Yeah, that's why we were trying to avoid that night because I assumed that there would be something on Tuesday. I thought that Wednesday would be open. I wasn't aware of the Youth Advisory Committee. That's too bad.
You move it to 5 p.m., Ned?
Possibly. I don't know if we will be done in 2 hours though. Actually, maybe that would be good motivation for us to be done in 2 hours. There's no reason why it should take
Yeah.
longer than that, especially with.
4:30.
Yeah, even at 4:30. Liz, tomorrow, let's poll the planning commissioners to see. But we need to post that agenda with the time on it.
Yeah, 4:30. That's the best you could do, Ned. And
Okay.
then you guys have to finish at no later than 6:45
Okay,
because we have to change all the titles of the meetings on the stream channels.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have some cleanup to do in the back end. So
Okay.
that'll take at
It will
least
be-
15 minutes.
It will be a little bit tight, but we can tell usually planning commission meetings are just open-ended, so they just go on forever, but we can let the planning, and I can tell the chair, we just have to move through things very, very quickly. And we will, we'll of course do the opening items, but maybe we can keep announcements and all of that to a minimum and then jump right into our items. And I'll tell staff to amend their presentations so that they're very short and to the point. And I'll just remind the planning commissioners that we'll have shorter presentations and that they need to review their staff reports, and that they have an extra week to review. So that means we can have a shorter presentation, and that should work fine. We can work with the chair, and we'll keep it within the time limit. I think it might be a little challenge. I know some people work, but if we let them know ahead of time, Liz, I guess those who are working may be able to get off early so we can start the meeting at 4:30.
4:30.
We could even ask them 4 o'clock. I'll give you 3 o'clock. No, yeah, we can do. Let's check with them just to see, as a special meeting, can they do it at 4 o'clock? That will give us plenty of time. Plenty of time. Thanks, Rochelle, for letting us know. That's better to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't get the email until late, and I just did it from my phone. And then when I checked my laptop, I see that there's a meeting scheduled for special meeting.
Yeah, no, that's good to know. Yeah, we didn't find out about we were scrambling to figure out how to handle the adjournment for tonight's meeting and didn't really wrap that up until about 6:30. It's not ideal, but yeah, we'll work it out one way or the other.
All right. Yeah, just that's all we ask is about 15 minutes time to change everything up. Thank you.
Yeah, we can do that. Thank you. All right, we'll do one last announcement in case anyone is still on. Just a general announcement that tonight's Planning Commission meeting has been adjourned to next Wednesday, June 30th at 6 p.m. All of the items that were scheduled to be heard on tonight's agenda will be heard next week, June 30th at 6 p.m., starting at 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. unless we go earlier. We may go earlier, it sounds like. And both items that were scheduled for tonight will be heard. There's an item, zoning ordinance text amendment related to accessory dwelling units to bring our local ordinance into conformance with recently enacted state law related to accessory dwelling units, or ADUs. The other item is an 87-unit multifamily housing project on Sango Court, 100% affordable. This project is located in the city's transit area specific planning area, also known as the Metro Plan planning area. And both of those items, again, will be heard next week at a special meeting of the Planning Commission to be held on Wednesday, June 30th. Time is likely to be at 4:30 p.m. The announcement and the agenda and the notice of adjournment will all be posted on the city's website and posted on the board at City Hall. So we apologize for any inconvenience. We're thankful for everyone's participation and interest in our Planning Commission meetings. But tonight's meeting has been adjourned to next week, June 30th. And we will hopefully have you there if you have comments on either of the planning or either of the public hearing items for tonight. Will be heard next week, Wednesday, June 30th, at a special meeting of the Planning Commission.
Ed, you were thinking 4 or 4:30? I'm gonna send an email to our commissioners.
Let's ask for 4 and see if they can't do it, then we'll try 4:30 or even 5, but we can't start any later than 5. Hopefully we can get, even if we can't get everyone, if we can get a quorum,
Yes.
let's try for 4 o'clock. I know some of our members are retired and may have time. Others are working, may not be available at 4 p.m. But maybe if we give them a week's time, maybe they can rearrange their schedules so that they can start at 4 p.m. and have plenty of time to hear the items before we start our youth advisory at 7 p.m. Liz, are you sending an email to the Planning Commission?
Mm-hmm.
Great, thank you. Yeah, as soon as we find out, tell them that we need to know right away, and that way we can get that posted. If they're available at 4, we'll do it at 4 p.m.
Okay, I said 4. I asked if they're available at 4. I might even start calling them.
And then just an FYI, everyone drop off from the social media platforms.
Great.
So the show's over?
You can call it.
I think we'll call it, and we'll just. I think we're doing good. So let's. We can log off, and Liz, if you have a few, we can. Just check with the planning. I'll call the chair when we're done and see if he's good. 4 o'clock, and if we can confirm a quorum, then we'll go ahead and schedule at 4 o'clock, and we'll coordinate with Mike and Rochelle. Thank you again, both of you. Your time.
All right.
The cancellation notice been posted on the web and on the front page as well.
You know what? That adjournment notice said 6 o'clock.
So yeah, I might send you an updated one. Okay. Mike.
Okay.
I'll email you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have 24 hours anyway, so don't rush. Just poll everybody.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.